Hello, hello. It is Tenchi time. Hey, Pyro. Hey, everybody. It's Monday. I am feeling a-okay. I'm feeling good. Still a little tired, admittedly. If only because, gosh, I had a con this weekend, like I mentioned yesterday, and it was up so late. So late. But, you know, that's what we get to talk about today. Here, let's move over here. Hello. Yeah, so what was I up to today? Got back into the swing of things after a con, I guess. Did my walks. Had a bunch of leftover fruit I got to eat. Chicken shawarma. I love chicken shawarma so much. Yeah. Just threw a bunch of naan in the oven, or I guess a bunch of bread in the oven, and then heated a bunch of chicken shawarma to go with it. A bunch of garlic sauce. So it's been a good one. I did a sort of phone interview, a very simple phone interview for a new gig I'm looking at. I won't say much about it until it's a done deal, but hopefully I will be finding myself with a new gig soon. Hello, Tyler. It's Tenchi time. Maybe I gotta make my Stream Elements bot say something about that, about it being Tenchi time, because I think that's a fun little thing. Which, for the record, Pyro was the one who came up with that. That's from his creative mind hole. In fact, the ending screen was his idea too. At least the actual text of it. I went and came up with the design of the ending screen myself, but you know, he's good at this. He's an ideas guy. Like, he should be in marketing or something, I think. And I mean, I don't know. I wonder what it's like to take a degree in marketing. I wonder if it's really all that complicated to be an ideas guy. I guess I maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but in my head they're mostly idea guys. Okay, but so today we have a lot of objects to view, a lot of fun things to observe. Here, let's turn this on. Ooh, Tenchi hands. Moderator Ido Parker, all Finch phrases are owned and licensed by Pyro Inc. You better get that licensed, man. I might get out under get in there under you, dude. Take that Pyro LLC for myself. Oh, and I guess this is you officially saying that it's spelled with an I and not with a Y. I've been misspelling it this whole time. But yes, so we've got the webcam going on today, and that is because I have a bunch of goodies to show off. Your patent's already in the office, you know, fair enough. I guess I should have known that you're smart enough not to bring it up unless it's already done for you. Good on you there. Okay, but so stuff. I got mostly VTuber stuff because, as you can imagine, really what I've been looking for is Gura merch. So mostly it's Gura merch, but also I have some gifts. I had a friend that was out in out in Japan, and they asked me what are my favorite Japanese VTubers, and I gave them 3, and if you could believe it, they got me merch from all 3 VTubers. She's awesome. Can't wait to make cheap Chinese knockoff phrases. You two could put it on a t-shirt. I'd buy that. Like, a heaven waits for you, but it's gone through Google Translate 600 times. Yes, so we have merch to observe and to enjoy and indulge upon. After merch, we're gonna play some Disco Elysium, and yeah, I think that's gonna be a stream. Heaven at your doorstep. See, that doesn't sound like a knockoff though. Like, that sounds, is that like the tagline of this merch company that we're coming up with right now? And what's my cut in? Because I think that I deserve a cut in. I don't think that you two can just make this up in my chat logs and expect me not to take some percentage, which I think, funny enough, is a very topical theme right now. I don't really know the details. I haven't watched the video. That's the cheap Chinese knockoff phrase, heaven at your doorstep. That doesn't sound like a knockoff, though. That sounds like something else that I would use in my stream. Like, it sounds like if you were to order official Sharp Finch merch, and it got to your door, and you're wearing like a little t-shirt with me on it, it would have like a little card that says heaven at your doorstep. I feel like that's way too nice. Like, you gotta come up with something more garbled, more broken English. The sky in time with the stick figure of Finch. The sky is here. Okay, I like that. I like that. So yes, as I was saying, there's big news, I guess, there's drama is what it really is in the VTubing community. I do talk about time. Time is one of my favorite things to talk about. Like, I you know, like as a magical idea, like control over time is one of my favorite things. And of course, it's because I like the PlayStation 2 seminal classic from 2003, The Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, which at some point we should play on stream. I think at some point I should actually play that. It's a fun little 10-hour adventure game that I think is among a cadre. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's among a group of games I would call perfect. So we should definitely play that at some point. But okay, the drama, right? Everyone and their grandma's talking about it right now, and that's Iron Mouse left V Shoujo. V Shoujo, if you're not aware, it's like a American-based VTubing company that opened up like 10 hours, he says, and then falls off a ledge, wasting 5 minutes again. I'm just making you enjoy the game, that's all. You know what? We might actually scrap this Disco Elysium thing, and we might just play the 2003 seminal classic for the PS2, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, once we're done. Because I have it loaded. I haven't done any like audio balancing, so we might have to do that part live, but we may as well. Yeah, okay, y'all want it, so we'll do it. Just wait like 20-30 minutes while I talk about things. So Iron Mouse, she left V Shoujo. V Shoujo is Wormy's like, no, I know Wormy, they want to see me play Disco Elysium. Well, we'll see. We'll make YouTube fight about it. We'll see what chat wants. So Iron Mouse has been with V Shoujo for a long time. V Shoujo is like, I think maybe the largest American-based and I say American meaning North American because they might even, I'm not actually sure if they're Canadian or US based, but they're like the largest, yeah, they're an American, like US American talent agency for VTubers, and they've been open for a long while. Their whole like gimmick, or I guess their angle on things, was to try to be independent VTuber focused. So you were coming to them, you already have a platform, but they're going to help you to like make merch, and they're gonna help you to go to cons and be kind of like they would do the company side of things. But anyway, so Iron Mouse just said literally like 2 hours ago that she's leaving because apparently she hasn't been paid some undisclosed amount of money, and also she had done a charity stream for a corporation. I mean, not a corporation, an organization that helps people with the same immune deficiency disease that she has, and they have been owed $500,000 for over a year now that V Shoujo has not paid. If you want the information on that, if you want the dirty details, go watch her video. Go watch somebody else, because I'm not like a drama guy. I'm just letting you know because everyone and their grandma's talking about it, and I get the sense that maybe a couple people in chat are here because of that. But I'm not going to be talking about it. I really don't know anything. My opinion, my theory is that V Shoujo is probably monetarily not viable and has not been, but you know, Iron Mouse rakes in cash because she's like way larger than anybody else in V Shoujo. They probably couldn't pay her in order to keep the company afloat, and haven't paid the donations. They haven't paid the donations to where they need to go. They haven't paid the charity, more than likely for the same reason. I really doubt it's like some evil, somebody's enjoying and rolling around in cash kind of thing. It's just more like an evil, corporations not doing it what they need to do because they need to keep themselves afloat, kind of thing. Yeah, suffering from success. It's a bummer to hear about, and I mean, it's a bummer because I like that VShojo to me represented VTubing coming to the West, kind of like how Hololive English is that too. And I also liked that they let their VTubers own their IP rights. You can leave VShojo and stay the same VTuber if you want. But unfortunately, you know, not everything is golden, I guess. But so, okay. Enough bummers. Merch time. Okay. This con, Dokidokon, was not the biggest on the planet. It was probably the most fun I've had at a con all year because it was so neat. And we're just gonna go through all the crap I got, which is mostly VTuber stuff. So I'll start with this guy. Here we go. So of course I had to get a bunch of Gura merch because I think it's gonna get harder and harder to find Gura merch now that she has graduated. And this is a little goofy looking pin. Come on here. Stop reflecting. There we go. It's a cute little pin of Gura. It's that nice like metallic, and like I couldn't tell you anything about how these are made. It's a metal pin, so it's nice and sturdy. And it's made by Sugar Cube Studios. They had so much VTuber stuff. I wanted to just hand them over my my credit card and buy literally everything there, but you know that wasn't going to be in the cards. But we have a handful of things to show off from them. So they also had, let's see here, I got the little pouch. They had a whole wall of like fidget toy keycaps, and each keycap has a cute little rendition of a different VTuber. So they had these for a bunch of I think every single English Hololive VTuber, and then a handful of the ones from Japan as well. And so you could buy them like just off the wall if you wanted to, but they also had these little pouches where you kind of got a secret surprise keycap instead. So of course I had to get, oh, don't get blown out by the light. Come on, you got this, Mr. Camera. You can kind of make it out. This is Gargura. It's a cute little keycap that lights up when you fidget with it. And it's also a keychain too, of course. I have found myself absent-mindedly just sort of clicking it whenever it's in my hand. I don't really use fidget toys, so this is like new to me, but it's fun. It's introduced a whole new problem though, because I have a conversation with someone and this thing is in my hand, and I start clicking it, and in my head it's almost random that when I'm clicking it. Like I don't think about when I'm clicking this little thing, but I get the sense, I'm concerned about the idea that somebody's going to start noticing when I click it, and there's going to be some sort of pattern. Seizure machine, is it really that? Yeah, I don't really look at it when I'm clicking it. Like I keep it in my hand, I just kind of click. But yeah, look, don't look at it directly. Okay, so I did also get 3 pouches. I was going to open them on stream, but I decided not to. So we're just gonna do them one by one. This one is Fuwawa. Okay, this blown out looking little marshmallow is Fuwawa, I promise. Come on. Oh. Open, well, too late. Open on stream. Unfortunately, I can't. I wanted to open them in front of my friends so they got to see them firsthand, but you'll see what these neat little keycaps are about though. It's just not focusing. Come on, dude. Oh. Unless I knew this might be a problem on stream too. So you can just barely make it out, but she's like at a beach in the evening, and she's like in a swimsuit. So yeah, Fuwawa. I got lucky enough to also open Narissa. She's super cute. Same sort of evening background. And then here, check this out. So a funny gimmick that this artist did. Again, the artist is Sugar Cubed Studios. We're sending you to the Insta makeup blogger school. If you can afford it, yeah, send me. So they had these like super special rare keycaps that you could get too. And they're Fuwa and Mokoko. And so I opened the rare foil Mokoko. It's not actually foil, but rare Mokoko. She's in like a little grade schooler, like a Japanese grade schooler bathsuit, and I guess that's what makes it the super special rare. Not that it matters. I mean, it's a keycap. Like, it's not exactly all that sensual. Oh, there we go. Look, now you can really see her. Look at all the detail. It's super cute. And this is the one that I've been fidgeting with the most, just because I guess because it's the super secret rare. So, Sugar Cube Studios. They were really fun. And they gave me a bunch of ribbons too, which I'm new to, but okay. Well, let's see. What am I grabbing next? Okay, this is a special one. So I walked up to somebody. I walked into a game room, and somebody was like working on little handcrafts because there was a table for handcrafts. And they walk up to me and they're just like, "You're Gura," and I'm like, "I am Gura," because I was in cosplay and all. And they hand me this because they're like, "You're Gura, so I gotta give you this." And I was like, "Okay." I'm not gonna argue. So random person at Dokidokon that gave this to a Gura, thank you very much. I think it was very sweet, and I'm gonna keep hanging it with my Gura stuff. So yeah, thank you, random passerby. This, I already posted about this on my Twitter, but this is from Katsi Kai. She is an artist and VTuber that had a booth at Dokidokon. She similarly kind of just stopped me and was like, "You're Gargura, let me give you this," and then just ran off. So a pretty cute little print of Gura. I'd never received gifts like that. Like, whenever I dress up, instead normally people try to tell me off for whoever I've dressed up as. So it was pretty sweet. And then this is her info. I don't even know if you can read that. It's gonna be mirrored anyway, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Look, the bottom line, I've got a picture on my Twitter. If you really want to go see her, go see her. Katsi Kai. She does art and streams and stuff, so you know, maybe you'll like her stuff. Okay. Don't remember the name of this person. Unfortunately, they didn't give me a card. I don't think they had any. But they were doing, they had prints, and they had little pins, and those pins, they made right in front of you. Like, they had printed out all of these little circles, and they had a pin making machine. So I got this little I'm Great Shark pin, because I really like sharks. Like, outside of Gura, like, I'm a shark fan, generally. Well, it looks like I might be a little loud, so I'm gonna turn myself down. So, yeah, I got this neat little shark pin. Isn't that fun? And they also had prints, and they had a print of Made Mint, which I think it's hard to find merch of Mint. So, I wanted to grab it, and she's just super cute. I love Mint. I love Made. I love Mint. I love Made. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. So I decorate. I've got like a great big cork board that I put my calendar on, and I put a bunch of pins on, and also prints, like little prints like this. So it's probably where this will live. And this one, I like to decorate my backpack when I go to the con, and I cover it in a bunch of Gura stuff. So it will probably go like right in there with the Gura stuff. As for those keycaps, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the keycaps. I'm guessing I'm gonna grab them and I'm gonna fidget with them until they no longer light up. And even then, I will probably still continue to fidget with them because the clicking is really what makes me happy. And but once their light up stuff is done, I might pop off the keycap and replace it on my own keyboard. Okay, I didn't really want to show off the Checky, and I'm not going to show off the Checky. But we went to Dreams Come True Maid Cafe. They were at Dokidokon. And we were treated to Maid Rena. as you can see. They were very cute. They drew us some neat little syrup drawings on our crepes that they gave us, and they danced to some Hololive songs. I think made Rena danced to Pai Pai Kamen by Hosho Marin, and then there was a bunch of other maid dances, but my favorite was probably two of the maids doing Kobo Kaneru and Hosho Marin's song I, which was really, like, that was fun. I really like that song. Okay, I do not remember the name of this artist, so Wormy can help me, because this is one of Wormy's favorite artists. But there is an artist that does a lot of Splatoon stuff, and Splatoon apparel. Droz Attack, thank you. See? So Droz Attack I have been aware of for like 2 years at least, because when I started going to cons, Wormy would ask me to look for Droz Attack and look for specific like hoodies and shirts and stuff from them, because they like Droz Attack so freaking much. And I wanted to grab something of theirs, so they had this Shadow the Hedgehog pin that I liked. They sell out too quickly. Yeah, they seem to be bumping. And I mean, every single thing they make has so much style, I think. So I can see why. And on top of that, like, I feel like Splatoon merch is kind of rare nowadays. I'm not a huge Splatoon head, so I wouldn't know exactly, but that's just my perception of things. So I got this Shadow the Hedgehog pin. This is definitely one of those ones where it's like, I don't know. I never dress as Shadow or do Sonic stuff, but I liked it, and it was like a keychain and a pin kind of a deal. And what I really wanted was this, the Buster Sword keychain. I'm probably gonna actually put this on my house key or my my car key. Ever since finishing Final Fantasy VII, like I wanted at least one little Final Fantasy VII thing. It's also got like a she told me, Droz Attack told me to pull this off. Here we go. Now it's I didn't even let you savor the peelies. I'm sorry. I'll remember to do that next time. Open everything on camera, right? Okay. This is from Lucky Cat. Not Lucky Cat Market. I always like getting stuff from them. I've gotten a ton of stuff from them, but this is something that Wormy got for me. If you know about Miku, I know very little about Miku, but I know that every year there's like a winter Miku that the fans vote on. And one year there was a shrimp Miku. People really liked shrimp Miku, and there was a producer that made a song called, I'm pretty sure it's just Japanese for shrimp fried rice is the name of the song. And it's about Miku making you fried rice. So this is it's a ribbon that says, "Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice?" And then of course the shrimp has Miku's signature ponytails in it, and it's a very Miku kind of cyan light blue sort of deal. I didn't even stick it on anything because I like it so much. I'm gonna have to use it eventually, is the reality. But this is a really cute ribbon, so thank you, Wormy. Speaking of ribbons, this is the badge they gave us. We only went Saturday. I put on a Kirby sticker. I don't know what's going on with Kirby there. Like, what is this hat? Is this like some sort of fictional Sanrio character that only exists within the Kirby canon, I guess. And then these are just a bunch of ribbons that we got as the day went on. But my favorite was, I was with Wormy, and they bought something from someone's booth that they were, they had gotten past a certain threshold. They'd spent enough money to get a free ribbon, but they didn't really want the ribbon. Like, Wormy didn't want it. So I got to pick out this one, this Go Piss Girl ribbon, which I think is so, I mean, it's just hilarious. What does this even mean? That's actually all of my con merch, if you could believe it. So all that I have left is stuff from Japan. So I haven't gotten yet to go to Japan, but this stuff is stuff that a friend of mine got me from Japan. So they asked me what Japanese VTubers do I like. It was a meme based on the Gossip Girl logo. Really? Like, oh, you take out the wait, what? Okay, I guess you can kind of manipulate it and mirror it. Go piss girl. That's awesome. I'd never even heard of it. Well, I really like it. Okay, so my illustrious friend, she was going to Japan earlier this year. She asked me what VTubers I like that are Japanese, and so I gave her 3. I said I could tell what she was asking me. She was asking me this so she could find me merch. I just wanted to give her several options that I would like all of them if she got me anything. But she's stellar, so she went and found me stuff for every single VTuber that I asked for. She's nuts. But so, okay, I asked for Polka merch. Omaru Polka. So she's a fennec fox. She's like she's like a ringleader. She's like a circus ringleader, and she's very goofy. That's kind of her thing. I like the funny VTubers more than anything. So this is like a pin of her in like it says it's called the Hololive magazine series. So it's kind of foil, and she's doing sort of maybe it's Maybelline kind of thing. She's normally not that cutesy, but it's a really neat little pin, and I love VTuber pins. I deck out my backpack in them when I go to cons. So this is going to be an addition to the pile of pins. I'll open this up, I guess. This one I haven't opened up, but I kind of want to look at what it is. I'm pretty sure it's sort of like a keychain of Omaru Polka. She's sort of in a chibi dealio. Yeah, I was actually looking for some highlights of Polka to try to share them with my friend, because I was like, okay, well, now that you got me this, I want you to see their highlights. I haven't really found a good one that I think is going to be like universally funny. I mostly like her because she seems to be very there's a lot of streams where she's just kind of like sarcastic to everybody. And I like that. When isn't it funny to just especially when you're an idol, I guess, on paper, like you're supposed to be kind of cheery all the time, but Polka is not. She's sometimes like, I'm just gonna be a grouch now. Yeah, it's like a charm for your phone, I think. Pretty cute. It's like acrylic. Then so Polka's really fun. The other VTuber I really like that's from Japan is Shishiro Botan. This is from the same series. It's from like that magazine series. So again, she's kind of doing like a fashion girl, fashionista thing. Shishiro is a mountain lion, and her thing is that she's really, really laid back. She's not really high energy. She's not really doing the idol thing too much. Like most of the time when she streams, it's pretty much just first-person shooters, and that's mostly it. And she's really, really good at first-person shooters, though. So she's a champ. And this is another really cute kind of foil-y pin that's going to end up on that backpack. This one I also already opened. This is a Shishiro Botan pen. It's like a mechanical... Well, it calls it a pen, but it's really kind of a mechanical pencil. Like it has like a little lead tip there. And yeah, she's just kind of hanging out on there. This is like... So, I've spent some summers in like Colombia, especially when I was a kid. And I remember one summer we stayed late enough that I needed to pick up some amount of like school supplies while I was there. And this is exactly the style of school supply you can find over there. Like you can find this exact kind of pencil, but it's like Garfield. So I mean, I really like it because it's Botan, but I also like it because it just reminds me of like these funny little school supply pencils. You got such a good grab bag of merch. I did. I'm blessed, man. I got a lot of good friends, and that con had awesome stuff. And there's still some more things. In fact, I feel like I've saved the best for last, because this last one, the last couple are kind of breathtaking. So I also got this polka poster from my friend who went to Japan. Super duper cute. Oh my gosh. Look at her. She's having a blast. It's got kind of like a city thing going on in the background. That's kind of fun. Oh, wait, look at that. I didn't see the back of this. Hololive City. Oh! This must have been some sort of, like, look at this. It looks like a map. This must have been for some kind of, like, festival or something. Let me look this up. Hololive City 2024. I've never heard of this. Hololive City 24. Well, this page is in Japanese. So that's not gonna help me. What is Hololive City period? Like, what is that? I've never heard of it. So I guess there was like several locations in an area of what? There's like a bunch of amusement parks that had like some kind of crossover with them last year. And I guess they were probably selling this stuff too. Wow, that's pretty neat. That also explains why it has the city background there. I'll have to look into that some more. That's really neat. Learning new stuff all the time. Okay, there was a third VTuber that I mentioned that I liked. This is like the first Hololive VTuber I ever got into. Maybe like the second or third VTuber I ever got into, period. And that's Inugami Korone. Because I remember her like trying to learn English streams. Or not, she wasn't trying to learn English. She was just playing Mario and forcing herself to speak in only broken English. And she would just say phrases. Like, she would just say stuff she knew how to say in English. I'm talking like she would say like Rolls Royce, Turtle House. Yeah, Turtle House is from Mel. Or like she'll just say like Michael Jackson. Like, these are just phrases and like brands she knows in English. So anyway, since then I've always thought she was really funny. This is like a crossover that they did with Monster Hunter a while back. I don't know what she's supposed to be dressed as exactly, but you know, a lot of these crossovers have like key art of the character done up in a new way, so that's what this is from. Again, huge thanks to my friend who will remain unnamed, because I assume she doesn't want to get her whole ass on stream or whatever. Oh, I dropped something. I dropped a little key thingy. Okay, last thing. Drum roll. This thing is nuts. It's not con merch. It's not from Japan. I guess it was con merch, but it wasn't from this con. Wormy was at a con last weekend and got me something. They basically got me a Wormy got me a early birthday present, early Christmas present. And so Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite Studio Ghibli film. I have been collecting vinyls for like 2 years now, and look at this freaking thing, man. Bam. Oh, I wish, okay, my camera's like not even got enough field of view to capture it all, but this is the Howl's Moving Castle like official soundtrack vinyl that Wormy got for me. Holy cow, right? Like, look at this thing. It's gorgeous. I've never seen this art for Howl's Moving Castle before either. I haven't really looked into it, but I get the sense that they probably either dug up some old concept art or got some new special art commissioned just for this. This is so awesome. I mean, like, okay, I listen to music on Apple Music, you know, and every year they tell you what you've listened to the most that year. Like, this is your top 100 for the year. The song Merry-Go-Round of Life, the main theme from Howl's Moving Castle, is a song that ends up in my top 30 like every single year after year since the year I first watched it like 7 or 8 years ago. And so this is unbelievably special to me. I've yet to actually put it up onto my vinyl. I almost don't even want to because I'm just so it's so special. But of course that's what it's for, right? So it also has this wonderful insert in here too that has a little art of Calcifer and Howl right there. Oh my gosh. And a bunch of Japanese. I should probably try to like go get a Google Translate picture of it so I can figure out what the heck is going on. And I just, yeah, it was totally unexpected. Gonna have to get into the collector mentality for one for the collection, one to use. Yeah, you've got a good point there, I think, Wormy. Maybe I'll have to keep an eye out for another copy so that I can listen to that copy. But yes, it's just, I mean, and I don't think I've ever gotten a vinyl that is just that instantly breathtaking. I mean, like, this is such a gorgeous cover, like, on its own. This is gonna stand out even amongst all of the vinyls I already own. Which, for the record, I think maybe it would be fun to do, like, a vinyl collection stream, just kind of showing off all my vinyls. I have, like, 30 of them. A lot of them are modern and kind of not a big whoop to get, but some of them, I don't know. I have a handful that are sort of spicy. But yeah, that was the merch stuff that I got this last weekend, from the con and from friends and from all sorts of stuff. So lots of cool stuff to be happy about. Hella jealous. You have a small vinyl collection too. That's cool. You gotta tell me about it, Tyler. I'm sure you've got some cool stuff in there, man. I feel like it's such a particular step to go from this is something I listen to on my phone, and then to jump to, like, I would like a big plastic disc that I can listen to. And I mean, it's also so different to put it on and to, like, sit down and listen to it for forever. It's just a whole other process. It's like the difference between getting takeout and, like, sitting down to make a meal or something, you know? Okay, it's now 7:40. It's classy. Yeah, it's super classy, I think. Now is the time where we decide whether we hold strong and play Disco Elysium or go play the PlayStation 2 seminal classic, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, which did come out in 2003. It's kind of no skin off my nose. Whichever we play. Oh. Okay. You're gonna twist my arm, Wormy. Yeah, I can't take too many of those emojis before I'll feel bad about Disco Elysium. So we'll do Disco. And you know what? We'll play Prince of Persia some other day. The funny thing is that I've already streamed Prince of Persia for my friends, I think last year on Discord, like little by little. So, you know, like, they've already experienced this, to be fair to them. Whereas Disco Elysium, that's brand new for everybody, baby. Or at least for me. I think the internet played this like 6 years ago, but it's new to me. You have to play seminal classic Prince of Persia: Sands of Time on call, so we can laugh cruelly about the ledge mistakes. They are plentiful. Let me tell you that. But yeah. Let's, I'm just waiting for Disco Elysium to load, and then we'll jump on over and enjoy a new adventure. I guess not really a new adventure, the same old adventure, but now with new eyes. It's been a while since we played. I don't think I played at all last week. Last I remember, we got the corpse down, and we went to sleep, and then we woke back up. That's really what I remember the most. Disco is not capturing correctly. You know, I seem to notice that on some games. I don't know why, but they just don't want to capture quite right. Now, let's see what happens if we jump over. Ba-ba. Oh. Nope. What's with that? Oh, Mr. Disco Elysium. It's your time on stage, dude. You're fucking it up for all of us, man. Oh, okay. He was just shy. And then let me get down here. I don't need to take up that much real estate. Yes, so Disco Elysium. Kind of sad cop simulator. Let me also do some other stuff here. We're just gonna change the title, and we're no longer just chatting. Now, we're discoing. Yeah, okay, so we had only just woken up from, like, the last... We had gone to bed.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Yeah, I can't really go to sleep yet. So, let's find out what hellish adventures await us today. Personally, I'm hoping for more roundhouse kicks to racists. That was pretty cool. There was a lady that was staying in here last time that gave us the eyes.
The door is closed.
Yeah, let's knock.
There is no answer.
Oh.
You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without
you. This is such a sad thought to have. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness.
The door does not care.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna press it. I'm too cool. I can take a hint. Wow. Look at all these people. This tune is so fun. That's a light little electric. Can I even afford a meal here?
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union must have turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think
okay. They may have been behind the whole, the hanging.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Great. Why do we want to talk to him?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Okay.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
I'm not even sure if that would clock for anyone. I don't see why that would work. I guess in real life, anyway. But if you're willing to try it, Kim, why not?
In no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Let's talk to Gart.
Can I help you?
Oh, you don't have anything interesting to say today.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Dude, what feels better than helping an old person, man? A sweet old person? Like helping a sweet old lady? Hell yeah, man.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Don't we have a car phone? Or is that a car radio? I guess that's different.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Why did you need to use the phone anyway? Is that too personal? I'll ask anyway.
Let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
I don't like the sound of missing people in a game like this.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
Yeah, I was already thinking that, Authority. I love missing persons cases.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Am I still hungover? Like, I didn't drink any alcohol yesterday. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent.
Somnolent.
A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
So somno is a prefix from Latin that means relating to the sleep. Yeah, somnolent means sleepy or drowsy. Languid. Oh, that's such a good word. What? How do you like? Is there a way to do some kind of stream where we just sit down and learn new words together? There has to be some way to just do that in a way that's like fun and entertaining. And maybe this video game is really the way to do that. Wait, are there? Do people stream just like reading? I think I thought about this the other day. That's what we're doing. Thanks, Wormy. See, okay, fair enough. But do people just like do like a audiobook stream? Like it's like I've decided to read a book to you today, but I will pause and give commentary on the moments that I think are fun, and then we'll just keep reading otherwise. Like, is there any way to, like, do people do that? Does that exist? Would I be the first person to do this? You've seen that from booktube streamers. Usually it's funny stuff or porn. Okay. You didn't say porn, but I'll say porn, just for the record. Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather give like I would want to make it funny by reading it and giving commentary. But I would probably just read a book that I'm already reading. Like, I've been reading the Alchemist series, so I just hop in. And you know what? Whoever joins, joins. But I wouldn't... I don't know. I feel like reading something that's already funny feels like... It's almost like cheating.
But you have more important things to worry about.
I'll have to look into that after stream. Like, I would watch somebody do that for a book I like anyway. What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist.
Oh, yes.
He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
I should have realized from your epithet that you are a cryptozoologist. Or your husband is.
By now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
What type of insect do you need to... I don't know enough about insects to say one way or the other. I don't know enough about insects. But setting up traps for them? Like, are these big insects? These roamers?
The waterlock that was broken. Could this be it?
The waterlock to the other side. Smile. Oh. These are scary insects, aren't they? The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
I really don't know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
Oh,
You're welcome, ma'am.
you're so sweet.
Yes, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye out and try to stay very far away. I seem to bring bad luck every single place I go.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Thanks, Inland.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Oh.
You're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Tell me more about this rare insect.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Ken, come on. There's always time to learn about entomological minutia. I want to hear about this insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Phasmids are a type of insect, primarily known for stick bugs. Weird name to choose. Comes from ancient Greek phasma, meaning an apparition or a phantom. I guess because of its ability to hide in plain sight. Pretty cute, I guess.
Oh yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast.
Oh.
Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
Whoa. wait, I'm an idiot. It's a cryptozoologist, not a regular zoologist. She's looking for cryptids. Oh my gosh. That should have been plain as day.
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists.
Oh no.
Establishment. I thought so.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Fair point. It must be prey. Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds.
Ugh.
It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
This certainly adds some texture to what is otherwise a relatively nice random old lady.
Interesting. Maybe the phasmid made the teenagers make out.
I can almost assure you, electrochemistry, that's... I'll ask that though. Maybe the phasmid made them make out.
I doubt it. It's not like teenagers need much encouragement in that regard.
That's true.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Okay. What's so special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Wow. Okay. Bug stuff. That's kind of fun. This will give me money. This will too. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Photos of men. Okay. Hey, buddy, I can't hear myself fucking think because you're talking. Great. But now I'll never know what that was about. You see hawthorn bushes outside. You're the gardener.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Why is she being so rude to me now? I feel like she was really quite nice yesterday, despite the weird interaction with the where I asked her about the graffiti, the anti-cop graffiti, but this seems surprisingly rude. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Oh.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
What the hell?
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
What the hell, man?
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest.
Sure.
We have to.
Alright, Kim.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Why are you so aggressive? Yeah, what just happened?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Alright, come on, Kim. Rein it in some.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Wow.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. Oh my god. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions.
Let's.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Interesting to see authority and volition seeming to disagree on something for a change. I guess I should talk to Titus then. I'm not gonna do any of that. I don't care about these motherfuckers. I really didn't think that talking to her was gonna cause all that. Didn't I have to talk to somebody in this book place for some reason? There was something in the library or the bookstore that I needed. How many of those do I have to click in order to pay off my rent for the night? Like 200 of them?
Hello again, sir.
Um,
Hello again, sir.
I like this. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
Man and lady business. What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring. Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
Jesus. Laying it on thick, don't you think? What about a book... What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
Patently untrue, little girl. Ever heard of Twilight? What if it's written really well? Exactly.
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
Ah, okay. Maybe you should be a writer, Annette. What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
Huh. What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah? You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
Don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
Okay.
Sometimes they break up for a little while, but then they always get back together.
That's enough romance for me. I had other questions.
Maybe some about other books.
What is this crime
Animation
business?
is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction, I mean crime. What is crime?
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation.
Good point, Kim. Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Huh. I wonder what Dick Mullen looks like, and I wonder if he dresses in disco attire. Wow, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
Overshadowed by a fake man? That's harsh.
Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. He doesn't have to deal with real things.
This is a surprisingly astute little girl.
Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna deduce something right now.
You failed
Oh, no.
to deduce anything substantial. She waits intently.
I'm sorry, I can't deduce anything.
It's okay, sir.
Wow, that is so sad that I almost want to... What was that I could have... Is it... Composure? What's my composure like? 3? It's going up from a 3 to a 4. Enough specialization? I don't know. What's the maximum level that you can be in this game? Is it just like 6 levels ups, period? But no, these ones have 2, right? So, huh. Let me look that up. Maximum levels in Disco Elysium. Attributes can range from 1 to 6. You only get about 48 to 50 levels anyway in the whole game. But whatever. We're gonna put it into composure. I just want to. It's fine. Whoa. Did I just put 2 in there? Yeah, I only want to put 1 in there. How many points do I have? How do I even know? What the... Is this how many I have? 3? No, that's the composure level. Okay, whatever. We're gonna level this up. Oh, it says down here, it's skill points. I can read, I promise. Okay, yeah, let's level up. Let's try it again. What the?
Hello again, sir.
There we go.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why
Her
is that?
Her hands are cold. Why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
Whoa. You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
Wow. Dude, I love you, Empathy. Empathy, you rock. Telling me a bunch of secret stuff in people's heads. It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
Want more? I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight. You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
I hope this entertained you. That sucks.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I am intensely not flinching. I am also sad and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you.
Okay, we
The
can...
whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Let's try this one again.
Because you
Nice.
know her. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on. You know me? We've met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
I have been here for over a week.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
That's kind of sweet. Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Kim, how can I find new depths to disappoint you in? Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Gurning. That's a new word. Gurning is the act of contorting one's face into a grotesque or exaggerated expression, often for comedic or competitive purposes. Huh. It's making a funny face.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
I'm not doing that. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Yeah, you didn't have to, I guess. Thanks, I've learned something about myself
Thought I
today.
could help you, sir.
I wonder if I have a capo type yet. Let's go check that real quick. No capo type. Okay, bye. Yeah, there's a ding dong here. Let's talk to them. Let's leave her be for now. I want to click this. A good one?
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Have a good day.
It was a tremendously useful interlude.
Kim, keep your pants on, man. You saw how effective I was. I needed to inspect every single piece of the scenery in order to kick that racist in the head. And that's what got that corpse out of the tree. So, live a little, man. It's not gonna do you any harm.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I was told there's a huge fridge. I remember now. We're looking to put the corpse in a fridge so that it stops melting. And she has access to one of these fridges. I was told that there's a huge fridge in the building cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
Do I want to get into this lady's business? Maybe she'll take this as a vague threat that will allow me into the fridge. I get Annette's a trooper. She looks like she can take it, but it's actually wearing her down. You know, she's been biting her nails.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
Okay, lady.
A part of hers, too, clearly.
I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains.
How do you
Life isn't
suppose...
easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
How do you suppose someone develops willpower? You think that requires help? Nurturing, maybe?
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, what happened to this being a pointless investigation, Kim? What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
No, it's not. But that transition allows you to make change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Oh no. Oh no. That hurts to hear.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
I don't want to deal somebody this, like, critical blow. I could not bring myself to do that. I'm just gonna nod compassionately.
Yes, sometimes it's better to let people come to these conclusions themselves.
Thank you, empathy. I agree. Snaps. Snaps for empathy. Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
It's a wonder to afford a single one, to be honest.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Of course, yes. This economy.
Exactly.
Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne, what's that?
Place to live. of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects.
Huh.
Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved with the bookstore.
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Alright, I had something else in mind.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Well, that didn't help us get anywhere. Maybe I could just poke around. I don't know what's behind here anyway.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Let's examine the cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish
What the
head
hell?
with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
I don't think I'll respect your wishes for now, lady. But that's real weird, man. Okay. That being said, though, like, I need fridge time, man. Nothing else I can say to you that can convince you.
Esteemed officer, and goodness, you were already doing good. Everything is on the shelves.
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Do you even know what books you have for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose, but you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
Okay, lady. Where do you learn about the important things, then?
The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Okay. Tough.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Oh.
Just can't win.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
It's useful, that's for sure.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for
Aw.
helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Where did you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
Uh-huh. A detective hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
You can stop calling me sir. I am but a working man.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. I, for example, can't stop making this face.
That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Oh, that was so sweet, Annette. We have a hat we can wear now. It gives us encyclopedia. Bro, I am looking hideous right now. I'm pretty sure that this is... TF2 was the world's first hat simulator. This game might be the world's second.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Okay, whatever, goodbye. Well, shoot. Okay, what else can we do? We wanted to ask if Gart knew how those clothes got into the garbage, but he didn't want to talk about it. I don't understand why. Maybe we can try again. Or go poke around with him again. Hey, look, it's fucking Moby. What's up, man? Okay, later. You know, it occurred to me that those coins that we took from the countertop like a day ago, those are probably a tip for Gart.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my time? Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
Who told me that? I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers.
That's such a good line.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, he didn't want to talk about the clothes. Maybe I have to bring that to him or something? Ooh, Nosefed. That seems good. Seeing as how I am a broken man. I could talk to those jerks, but I don't really want to. I am taking literally anything that's not nailed down. Sticky fingers, man. Sticky fingers. I don't want to talk to those behemoths back there, man. You know, I wanted to ask, let's talk to Joyce some. Joyce is fun, isn't she? Oh, this guy looks drunk or something. You're drunk at 8, like 9 a.m.? I guess I shouldn't say shit. I was drunk yesterday.
Officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Renee, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you.
You're right.
I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
He doesn't like having to work for them. That's why he feels like he has to justify himself. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The booth has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Damn.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
It's for show.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Okay, I don't trust Evrard as far as I can throw him, but that is a genuinely kind action. I hate all of these options. I don't really like Evrard, but it's kind of him to help Renee. That being said, like this, one of these answers mentions, it's a systematic problem. But I don't think that the elderly should go into the job market. I think that ideally you'd come up with a society that can support them without needing them to work. I don't really like the idea of touting how cool Everard is either, though. I hate all of these options, really. Wow. This is a tough choice. I guess I'm just gonna do the Everard thing.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Let's retry this composure thing.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
Thanks for your time, Renee.
Officer,
He's still eating another sandwich. Sandwiches are so good. Dude, a toasted sandwich? Look, I don't even know why anyone would ever bother to eat... Okay. I should step back. You have to sometimes eat a cold sandwich. But preference-wise, if you could choose between either or, there's like never a shot you should be choosing a cold sandwich, right? Like a toasted warm sandwich is almost always going to be a cold sandwich if you could have either or, right? Like, I guess hot lettuce is the only reason. They're called cold cuts, not hot cuts. Well, they fucked up. They should have called them... They should have called them... I don't know. I don't know another synonym for hot that starts with C. Caliente cuts. Imagine trying to keep vocabulary from 2 fucking languages straight in your head. And they both use the same alphabet, man. Shit sucks. So you think that they should make cold sandwiches out of cold cuts just because of the name? Let's talk to Joyce.
Good. What can I help you with?
I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Whoa. What is... You've predicted what Taco Bell will call their sandwiches in 2 years. Caliente cuts. They should hire me, dude. Shit. Let's conceptualize something.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
An antipode is the spot on a globe directly opposite another spot. So you could say the geometric North Pole is the antipode of the South Pole, of the geographic South Pole. Pretty neat. Cool word.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
Okay.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Oh, the world is called Elysium? Or it used to be. Elysium, of course, is the name of one of the 3 afterlives in Greco-Roman myth. There being Tartarus, if you were like Sisyphus and all the motherfuckers with the really bad ends, they're hanging out in Tartarus. If you did nothing of exceptional note, you hung out in the endless fields of grain in... Oh gosh, how could I forget that? Well, it's the least interesting one, isn't that fitting? Let's go find out the name of it. The Fields of Asphodel. That's why. It doesn't have a single name. It's a preposition. I guess it's Asphodel or the Fields of Asphodel. And then, of course, Elysium. That's kind of your standard heaven. Like, true a truly good end for those who were heroes and really great scholars and philosophers, people of note. Forgot it because Theros is taking up that slot. True. So interestingly enough, I mean, and nowadays Elysian and the Elysium is used as a base root word in English for a lot of different words, but really it kind of just seems to mean heavenly is generally how it's used. So suppose if it was named in the time when everybody was exploring and yucking it up, Elysium. This world does not deserve a term of endearment.
There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the petro-fascists.
Petro-fascists. I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
Ah, yeah, just in case you forgot this stuff was Cold War. How come?
Things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
What a cool way to put it. Inside, sideways. What shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
Dude, what the fuck? What shape is this world then?
ORG, Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona. Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
What the fuck? A corona meaning a crown or like something that surrounds, generally something circular. So what the fuck is the shape of this world? That doesn't... Is it a donut?
A cold fear seeps into you.
The pale. Now what do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our
It's a
planet.
big flat circle?
That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
Dude, why the fuck? This police work feels so pointless now compared to whatever the hell is happening to our world.
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced.
The pale heart.
Here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
Fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Well, if you say it's disco.
See, everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
So is it called Disco Elysium because it's a world called Elysium and we're on a disc? Oh. And then, I mean, of course, also an O is a form of a corona on top of that. Like, that's
The cold
funny.
seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity.
He said the line. Yeah, roll credits. We're done.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there.
Shut it down. We're done. We're done. Everybody pull the plug. We're going home.
Hanging out by your sides.
Disc O Elysium.
The lieutenant observes you both silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Okay,
The
then.
lieutenant glances at you from the corner of his eye. Was he just worried that you would find out something awful?
Ask for Kim to step away while we discuss the Pale. Oh. Dude. I want to know. I want to know about the Pale. Fine. I'll do it.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Kim, can I talk to the man alone for a second?
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Now, what is the Pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes. What is the Pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
So it is a mass between all the islas. Okay. What is the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier.
Wow.
It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other.
What the hell, dude?
Shortening the path.
That's crazy. It's like space right on Earth.
But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
Rarefied, meaning low pressure, thin. Every time I get to the stuff about the Pale, I wish I could have seen the original TTRPG this all came from. It had to be baller. So this was like a person's campaign at some point, and that inspired the game? Is that what you're saying? Or now we gotta go find that out. Wow. That's nuts, man. Okay,
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
what does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit
Wow.
civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
Per year? You're not a civilian passenger.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
Holy shit.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
What the fuck? Is it here?
No, detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And north?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. The great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse.
Porch collapse?
Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest.
What the hell?
The most disco thing you will ever see.
Holy fuck. Okay. It gives tardigrade, this little mold that was just described, you know, a very extreme organism that can live on the most extreme edges of life. But also at this point now I have to wonder, like, I don't know that much about disco as a musical movement, you know? Like, what started it and what is its representation? Like, what was disco's thing, you know? Let's read about it on Wikipedia real quick. Discotheques as a venue were mostly a French invention imported to the US after, you know, the invention of several clubs. It was big in the 60s and 70s. Which feels anachronistic to this game, for the record. Wait, no, I guess it... No, it's not anachronistic. The Cold War was in the 80s. This game is very Cold War. And so I guess it's kind of funny to see our cop be a disco cop. Like, he's holding on to the past. But, like, what was the movement, man? Like, what caused disco, dude? Space race in the 60s and 70s, that is true, yeah. That's part of it. But I also think that it's peace, love, and unity, man. Blur, isn't that more of like a rave thing? I don't think this game doesn't feel super. It feels like if it's probably like late 70s, if it's meant to compare it to our world, right? Because we're talking about the space race lightly here too, aren't we? I guess the war that's going on in this game is a lot hotter than the Cold War was in the 80s though too. It's a pastiche, right? No real way to differentiate one from the other. It was about eroticism and sexual liberation. I'm sure this will require a whole deep dive. I don't think I can really make the stream about this, but that makes me very curious as to why do we keep pulling on disco as this idea?
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
What is entreprenetic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of graph.
Huh.
The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entreprenetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale.
Meaning, like, once you're really in the middle of it, there's... like, physics breaks down.
In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter.
Whoa.
And the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how?
What do you think, Detective?
I'm thinking it's more and more Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
Dude, what the fuck?
An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
I'm gonna stay silent.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge.
Yeah. Otherwise it would become... I mean... discoveries of that kind are not made in a single lifetime. I mean, you would need so much scientific advancement in order to understand something like this. You'd go nuts if you thought about this all day, every day.
I suggest you do the same.
Yeah, thanks, Joyce. I'll probably be doing it with an amount of sex and drugs.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild Pale yonder.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Wow.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Let's return to reality then.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Just alcohol fumes and blackout.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
I'll handle it. It's under control.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
Oh my god.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we...
There's no getting shit past Kim, is there? That was fucking insane, Kim.
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
Yeah, that's just life.
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Alright, let's get to work.
Good luck, detectives.
Bro. I get the sense that this stupid motherfucker was hanging out in the Pale. And that's why I don't remember anything. Like, this is beyond just drinking. Maybe we can go talk to those jerks at the cafe now. Jeez, man. What the hell? I'm trying to think of, like, the comparison you could give to, like, somebody who woke up and didn't know anything about the world. And I think the only comparable thing is telling someone that, yeah, like, global warming. Like, right? Like, is there anything else that comes anywhere close? I can't imagine that's... It's so frantically existential. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
This is where you say your bed.
Drinking beer at 9 in the morning, huh?
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. you should not indulge in.
Detective,
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you, maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
I'm gonna cross my arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
we are looking for Titus Hardy.
We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Let's scan the room first.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here.
6, 7 of them? I mean, I could count them just easy.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Uh-huh.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
He's fucking, man. We don't mind.
I like Elaine. He's funny.
Yeah. You're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene.
Clever.
These guys.
I guess I'll just be point blank. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Uh-huh.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
Is this a confession?
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead.
Uh-huh.
That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
She's interrupting, and he was about to incriminate exclusively himself. Why? Who stands to gain from the 7 of them equally admitting to it, as opposed to one of them taking the fall?
They're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
Good point, authority. You murdered him just... Well, I don't care about his feelings. Why did you kill him?
Why? Because he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive.
So he was a... So he was a mercenary, that's it.
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. ex-Oranese special forces.
I see.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you even know he was in Special Forces?
Because one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Okay. That sure seems like a lot of information for the amount of people that told me that they knew absolutely nothing and had never heard of this guy. Like that contradicts so many different stories, but okay.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Okay, so what did he do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the ring.
Kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
I see.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Yeah, did she get sexually assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
This is a serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you.
Jeez, this is tense, man.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
I don't have any authority over him. There's no reason for him to answer this question. Okay, about the man you killed then.
What about him?
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
It was.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
I wonder if Shanky in particular is Kuno's dad.
Pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. Certainly enough to not put up with his backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
And Kuno. Wasn't he a trained killer? How'd you overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
I do have a couple extra points in the thingy. I need composure. What the hell? Let's level it up while we're at it. Oh. No, I don't want to level up Inland Empire. Here we go. Yeah, that's good.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Who's cracking under the pressure?
a single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
There's something you're not telling me.
Fuck off, Copper.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Hey, big guy. Having any trouble breathing over there?
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
This guy runs a tight ship, I'll tell you that.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Right. I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
When did this hanging occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Gives us the details, yeah.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Mason, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But
Is he?
What?
Is he talking about the big dude that seems out of place at the strike?
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
Oh.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy boy without arresting all Hardy boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Not without my gun. And even then.
Titus, keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge.
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Ah, interesting. Choosing Angus would put pressure on him. Anything but Titus will annoy Titus. I think choosing Elizabeth would especially annoy Titus. Damn, that's a tough choice. I'm gonna point to Elizabeth. I thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
You murdered him just like that, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age.
Tough.
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
We're not, yeah. We're all down here in the dirt. Thanks for reminding them, Kim. We haven't gotten anything out of Angus. Why don't I just arrest you? I want a quick save though, but we're just gonna do it.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Weren't you warned to not go down?
Not in the arresting mood?
I'm not. I guess I shouldn't have threatened him.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Easy now. Let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Let's leave. Go take a look at the footprints. Whoa. Makes me curious as to what Elizabeth's story is in all this. And that also explains why Kuno didn't call her the gardener when we did.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Yeah, sure. We're not gonna talk to you. Here we go.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Visual calculus. It's pretty low right now, in general. I have 2 level up points, but I don't think I'm gonna waste one on it. Let's just see if we can get it to happen.
8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The hardy boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags.
Well, that doesn't add up. There were 7 of them in there. Now, I guess you could have an extra pair of boots that is Mr. Orange's assassin man, but he was, at least according to them, already unconscious when he got hung up there. So there was an extra person there. Or he was actually conscious when he was hung, and he was walked here. Let's see what happens when we go over them.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dig. Titus Hardy. The one with the bald cap on his head.
Interesting.
Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy.
Good point. Continue counting.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck.
What is a plectrum? Is that like the scarf thing? A thin, flat piece of plastic. Oh. That's like another name for a pick. He had a pick? I didn't notice that. Okay, well.
3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43.
Capo vision.
Banger, perhaps. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
What's next?
5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky.
I should have gotten this earlier.
Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty.
Visual calculus. You're so good at speaking. I wouldn't have expected that from somebody who cares more about math in a sort of visual sense.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
You know, it is quite odd that these boots, in mud no less, have been completely untouched in the entire time that he was hung. So perhaps... I mean, of course, who wants to go hang out near a corpse? But maybe they've been scared away, too.
8. Another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Somebody who walks with a limp.
A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
Somebody with a...
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8, actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
Carrying the body? That's possible. I mean, somebody like that, of that size plus whatever they're wearing, what does that put them at? At least 250? Maybe even up to 300? That's a lot for a single person to carry.
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
One soul is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Curious. He is going with the concept that the shoe might be more worn for another reason, but I guess I was thinking more of a gate problem. That being said, though, this location, like, how common is it to walk around in a paved area, right? If it's just mud like this spot, you're not going to get that kind of wear.
He regrets it the moment he says it.
Should I call him out? He wouldn't say that to me. I'm just gonna nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers.
That was awesome. That's like when I say stupid shit. Thank you for saying that, Kim.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue himself.
Good. Yeah, you're welcome.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
If only I had come up with that idea.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect.
Yeah.
Seems prudent, no?
Prudent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a light step.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
Yes.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
A heavy one.
200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up.
Oh.
A heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy Boy, the one sitting in the middle.
You got a good point there, Tyler Senpai. Then maybe it was it was Angus carrying him.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
I don't even know how much that is in pounds. Yeah, the fat guy from the booth is carrying the victim, probably.
Possibly, yes.
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last one.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
I'll let him have the moment of joy.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our old soul.
So the odd soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right now.
Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who this person is. For now, it's best if we just keep our eyes open. I'm sure our investigation will eventually lead us to the hotel.
Awesome. This was so awesome. In the Arkham games, the Batman Arkham games, you have like detective vision, and there are some crime scenes that you can investigate with that level of let's say attention to detail. Now it's not nearly as interesting because you don't have choices. You're really just kind of contextually telling Batman to look at different pieces of evidence, and he puts it together on his own. But just watching someone put that together is just awesome. Makes me think I should watch mysteries or detective shows or something. But anyway, it I think is time for us to call it. Because I would like to see if I can't hang out on a Discord with some of my friends. So let's go find somebody just to raid into, yeah? This has been a fun stream. Let's see if somebody else is VTubing some Disco Elysium right now. Okay. Let's see. Raid time. Yeah, Leaf Beef. Small VTuber or PNG tuber that's streaming this right game right now. Okay, let's start that up. Well, thank you very much for your time, folks. I hope you all had a good time. I certainly did. Make sure to make the most of whatever remains of your day, evening, or night, or whatever it may be. And I hope you make the most of your time because heaven waits for you.